Okay, folks, we are back at it. My wife has primed this whole side. She's still priming, sealing, putting, it's a Kiehl's product. It's not really a Kiehl's product, it's like Kiehl's. But she is getting every place that the roller didn't. Still got that up there to do, up along the eave. She's getting everything she can reach. We got to get this thing finished, get it insulated, and get a stove in. We bought a stove. Let me take you over there and show you. There's the stove. It came out of a mobile home. Some pipe that came with it. Probably won't use it. It's pretty rusted, and then that thing there is kind of dangerous. We're gonna buy the recommended through the roof installation kit. But we bought this, and it is a fairly decent little old stove. I think we can cook on top of it. It's got a draft there, draft at the bottom. Doesn't have a ash box, and some of the fire bricks in it have broken up. I think they burned too hot of stuff in it. It'll do that if you burn coal in them. It'll break up them bricks. It came with these pavers. That's what they were using for a hearth. Not sure I'm going to use those. Probably won't. Here's the rest of our shiplap sitting here getting weathered. I've got to get in there and get it up on the roof. Let me take you in and show you what we've done so far, because I'm not sure what I've showed you so far. So I have got this much done on the ends, and then this much done on the ceiling. None of it conked, of course. I've got our switch here for our ceiling fan, one for our outside light. This is going to be a switch for this plug right here, which is going to be a light bar. So have plenty of lights. It's really looking good, babe. So I better quit using this camera, and I better get to putting up shiplap. She's telling me I better get to work. I better get to work. Yeah. Well, folks, it's slow going. Takes two people to do this. Got my lights cut out, and it takes two people to put that up there. Maybe two more runs, and I'll be ready to start going over. My plan is, once I get this up, I'm going to do 4 foot of this loft right over in here, and then come over here and do this up to the top, and then do 4 foot of deck here, and then leave it open in the center so that I can do the center. Only electrical we have is the ceiling fan up here. It's gonna get hot in here, I know. And then a switch when you climb up in the loft to turn those two lights on. So I'm having to wait. Polly's washing out her brush. I'm having to wait for her to come back. This stuff is pretty skin up. And a couple places it's warped pretty bad, so I'm gonna have to put screws in it. I'll just putty those. But for shiplap, looks pretty good. Once you get it painted and conked, I believe it'll look good. This around this window turned out real well. I get that all trimmed out. That's gonna look real pretty. Not decided yet how I'm gonna do that. I don't know if I'm gonna put seals on them, have them sticking out. We'll see what Polly says about it. But I'm probably gonna take and just throw a bunch of this stuff in together. Not getting a whole lot of footage of me working on it. It's kind of hard moving in and out, and then having to score around them light fixtures, and it's just a whole lot of moving around. But probably just throw it in there with a bunch of other stuff. Just a whole video collage of us working in here. As soon as Polly gets back, we'll put this one up, and I'm doing a pattern 4 feet, 4 feet, 12 feet, 12 feet, and then I'm breaking it 6 feet, almost 8 feet, 8 feet, and then doing the pattern again. So far it's turning out pretty nice. Some of this stuff's, like I said, it's pretty scarred up. The reasons we got such a good deal on it is warped. So that I've made it look this good is doing something. The time is just getting away from us. It's getting chillier at night. Got down to 30s here the other night, so we got to hurry up. There's a cool breeze blowing right now, so I'm gonna go down here and rustle me up something to drink. Get Polly up here, and we'll see if we can't get this thing finished. Well, folks, we didn't get as far as we thought we was going to. Our nail gun jammed, and it's a metric Allen wrench. I'm gonna have to go find the Allen wrench for that. The hammer's stuck out. It looks like it's separated a little bit. It's over top of the nail. So, didn't get near as much done as I thought I was going to. I'm gonna have to wrap everything up here and go work on this nail gun. We'll do it another day. We may run out of tomorrow's. The snow may get here first. I don't know. We'll see. All right, folks. We got the shiplap up to the point where we're going to have to rip it down. And we started putting in our joists for our storage loft. As you can see, I've got the joists notched out for a ledger board. That on both sides. I just got one screw in each of these because after I put my ledger board in, then I'm going to take and put what we call a sandwich block in here, and I'm going to run screws through into it on each one. It'll probably be a 2x4, or I may just rip down a 2x6 that wide, throw it in there. Really helps beef it up, and it keeps it from twisting on the ends. But this is half. This is not half. This is 4 feet of the loft. We're past that point, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw one up here. That way we can start storing stuff up here. Get it up out of our way. There's my beautiful wife sitting over there being quiet. She's sneaky like that. So we'll get the insulation in, and then we'll be putting shiplap up on that side. I'm really hoping that I can get a table saw so that I can rip these rips, because right now I'm ripping everything with just that $29 Harbor Freight Drill Master saw, and it's okay. It's been doing good, but for work like this, kind of want a table saw. When we start building the counters in here, I definitely want a table saw. I'm shaking my head back here. Not that much. Even a cheap one would really help us. So, starting to come together a little bit at a time, a little bit every day. I'm going to rip down my ledger boards, throw them in. I'll show them to you here in just a little bit. On the desert, seems like you have to pre-drill everything. Works much better than a TGI hanger, in my opinion. And a whole lot cheaper. There you have it. Now I just got to rip down my what we call pressure plate or squeeze plate. I'll cut a 2x6 this width, throw it in there, and then I'll be able to put screws in from each side. Start over there, bringing it this way, and it'll twist these to where they need to be, twist them plumb, and it'll give some added support to keep the joist from twisting over time. They've already twisted some just being in the sun, but it'll really twist it around there. So I've got this pressure block in. It's the same height. I just went ahead and used the two before. Put screws in from outside. Have to excuse me. I'm up here. It's hot and breathing hard. So what I did was I pre-drilled 2 holes here, and it goes back at an angle, so it's going to hit. It's going to hit in here, and maybe possibly there. I'll do the same thing into this one, into this side. It'll keep it from twisting. I've got one drove in there already. So what I'm going to do is run them screws in, put next in, pre-drill, run the next one. Put my screws in from the outside in. But this right here gives it a sure enough way. It gives it a sure enough way to keep it from twisting, gives it plenty of support. You can see now how the ledger board works. Plenty enough for storage. It's going to be super stout. We're going to have a post right over there, and then 2 support posts on each side of the ladder. The support post is going to be flush with the floor. All along the back wall, you're tied into studs. So we're only spanning about a little over 6 feet, right at 6 feet. So it's gonna work just fine. If you'll remember where we're gonna put that 4x4, right there in the center of the floor, there's a 4x4 right there under it, right in the center of the floor. So plenty enough support. It is really hot up here. The more insulation we put in here, the more shiplap. It's getting hotter and hotter in here, which means it's going to be easy to heat during the winter, so that when we're in here working during the day, watching TV, whatever we're doing in here, we're not going to have to worry about burning a whole ton of wood. So it's coming along. Ouch, splinter. Kind of tight up here. That splinter ain't helping none. Oh Jesus, went plumb through my pants. Now it's in my pants.
No.
Ouch. Ouch. Got it on there now. Okay. Better now. Better now. It's hot. It's hot up here. It's hot, I say. Hot. Putting trim up here will be kind of hard.
I would say so.
Maybe just on the blue stuff. Blue stuff back in my face. Okay, I got one there. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, down. I hit that one.
I don't know. I'm gonna check. It looks like you hit it. Well.
I missed that one?
No, you're fine.
I think I'll just do the 32 while I'm up here, then that way I don't have to go back.
Yeah.
Anybody was wondering why I'm doing it half at a time, a piece at a time. This is why, because once you got it all up here, it will be hard. It will be hard to do the whole thing. See, I got one at 16 right here. Do you want it? I have to load my
Load your gun.
Load my gun. And then then I mark my next one. Don't stick nothing up here. You want to keep cool. I'd say even in the summer it's gonna be hot, or in the winter it's gonna be. I don't want the summer it's gonna be hot. All right, folks. We have got a third of the loft up, and we've already got stuff up here. And I trimmed it out. Got a piece up here. It was really kind of tight. It was tight, as you've seen before, getting all these screws in this. It was really tight getting that piece in there. May not even trim it out except for around the gable end. I'll have more room over there. I don't know if I'll even trim it out. We're gonna put something up here because every time you crawl up here you get splinters. Stove is gonna go through that bay right there and sit somewhere right out in here. The equipment room is going to have a little short wall and then cut over in a short wall, and then my desk for editing is going to sit in this corner. Not sure which way it's going to go. Polly kind of thinks maybe that she wants that I want. She wants me to want it to be at an angle. But I don't know. I kind of like the straight on look, but here I could look out the door. I could look through the window, so maybe we'll do a triangle desk. That's where all of our electrical is coming to. I changed my mind on where it's going to come in at. It's actually going to come in here. We were looking at solar positioning. We're still going to have the equipment room over here, but it's coming together. We've got it almost shiplapped on that side. We're going to start on this next. Next time you see us, we'll be over here insulating, lapping ships, something like that. And hopefully we have enough, and then I'll put in the posts, the ladder. It'll look real good. A little bit at a time. That's all we can do. I'm gonna throw this in with a lot of other footage, and kind of do just a collage of videos so that you guys can see. So till next time, we'll see you next time. All right.